Howdy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And well, unfortunately, after this week's chapter, Asta will be continuing his fight in Giga Jump. But before we get into the story, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be live reactions like for Black Clover and news and analysis like this video, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to Tabata's letter to the readers. That will be in the description box below as well. So, first off, I really strongly recommend following me on Twitter as well as my Discord, because everything that I cover on this channel and more, I post the links to them on my Discord, and I either retweet or quote retweet them. So please make sure you guys do that. The links and handle, in the case of my Twitter, are in the description box as well. But anyways, for those of you that don't know what's going on, after this week's chapter, Black Clover is going from a weekly serialization to a quarterly serialization. So, welcome to the life of a D. Grayman fan. But trust me, this could be a whole lot worse. You could be joining the life of a Drifters fan, a Berserk fan. Well, you're probably part of the Hunter x Hunter fan club. Yeah, you're probably dealing with that. And now I think about it, probably Berserk fans too. But I figured how I go about this is, because a lot of the stuff I do want to discuss is in Tabata's letter, that I will explain more of the situation as I go through the letter. So without further ado, let's get to this. So, as the serialization of Black Clover has been going on for a long time, the increasing demands of the schedule for a weekly serialization has been clashing more and more with my own situation as a manga author. Therefore, I've been discussing this with the editorial department for a while, and this time we have decided to transfer the serialization to Giga. It's a sudden move, and it might have surprised the readers. I would like to apologize for not being able to finish the serialization in Weekly Shonen Jump. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what happened, unlike, say, authors that are transferring from Weekly Shonen Jump to other publications, like recently, Tagashi, we don't know where he's transferring yet, but some in the past, like D. Grayman, who transferred to Jump SQ, World Trigger, who also, which also transferred to Jump SQ, are the best examples off the top of my head. Did it for health reasons. Unlike them, the reason why Tabata is making the jump to Giga Jump is because of his family. And earlier this year, his daughter's health declined due to a cold. It got so bad that she had to be hospitalized. And that was a few months ago. And then I'm going to say this was a month later, according to the author comments, and this was the author comments revealed this about his daughter. But his wife had to be hospitalized. Why? She had to get emergency surgery. I believe it was in regards to getting her gallbladder removed. And, well, yeah, if that's the case, that would explain having emergency surgery. I know this because my late significant other, Brian, he had to have his gallbladder removed. So, if that's the case, I understand. So, now I have to wonder here, because Tabata said here that he had been discussing the transfer with the editorial department for a while. Were they arguing about it? Or like were they, I bet you they were trying, or not trying, begging Tabata to stay, because if you look at the state of Weekly Shonen Jump in terms of titles, yeah, that definitely would explain a lot. But also, I just realized this too. Another title that transferred from Weekly Shonen Jump to Giga that wasn't health related, if I remember correctly, was Gintama, and that's because Srirachi couldn't finish on time. He couldn't make the deadline, so that's probably another one. But the other thing, I'll save that for the end here. Okay, I'll save that for the end too. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, now I remember the other thing I was going to say. In terms of it being a sudden move, based on what we, obviously what I mentioned in regards to his family, I'm not surprised about the move. The main thing I'm surprised about, though, or the only thing I'm surprised about, is that Tabata didn't transfer to Jump SQ, because that's where World Trigger and D-Gray Man are. And in the case of D-Gray Man, it's quarterly. I thought that was very, very bizarre. And for those that are wondering why not Jump Plus, Jump Plus is more for weekly and bi-weekly series than quarterly, where Jump SQ is more for weekly and, in the case of D-Gray Man, quarterly. So that's why I thought he was going to go to Jump SQ. I think, in all reality, speaking of that, I feel like that's going to be the case for Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is probably, based on what we've heard in reports, that's where Hunter x Hunter is going to go, is Jump SQ, for those that are curious on my thoughts on that. Let's keep going here. However, with Giga, I believe I could proceed with the climax of Black Clover in a more optimal condition. Again, this is very similar to Srirachi. Aligning with my personal situation as a writer, again, so he could be with his family. There are still quite a few stories I'd like to draw, that I must draw, so please look forward to them. Yes, and I wish Togi would have done this too. Because for those of you that don't know about the situation with Kimetsu no Yaiba, yes, the final chapter was good, but the stuff leading up to that chapter, I will forever be salty about it, especially from what I heard. Why she rushed it was because there was a family emergency. You should have just either put it on hiatus, which I really wish she would have done, or transfer it to Giga Jump or Jump SQ. I really wish you would have just put it on fucking hiatus. Oh, I'm still mad at Gatogi about that. Oh. Anyways, maybe the anime will fix it. Oh god, if the anime fixes it, like a la 1,000 Year Blood War, I will be so happy. I will actually cover the anime if it does that. Anyways, in terms of the stories that he wants to draw, that he must draw, oh, he is talking about Charmy. Oh, I know he is. Why? Because Charmy is based on his wife. Yeah, so he's definitely talking about Charmy's lore. Oh, I can't wait for the dwarf stuff. Oh, I can't wait for that. I also can't wait for the Yami and Chika stuff. Oh, yes. I can't wait for that. And also, for the love of God, Tabata, please, just give me the satisfaction of Rad Ross, Mars, and Fauna getting the kill on Mars. Or not Mars, I'm sorry. Getting the kill on Morris. Oh, God, it's 1 in the morning. You gotta give me a break here. And my sleeping meds are kicking in. Just, that's what I want, is Mars, Fauna, and Ravros getting the kill on Morris. Give me that, and I will be happy. They should have gotten the kill on frickin' Morris in the Spade arc. Still mad about that, too. But, see what happens. I'll do my best to bring Black Clover to a successful conclusion. Please do! I'm so sick of freaking shitty endings. Oh my god, I've had to deal with so many shitty endings. I really have. I know some people don't like Gintama's ending. I have to bring that Gintama up for this. But for me, I like Gintama's ending. Gintama's ending feels right because Gintama is the South, well, it was the South Park of manga at the time. And having the ending be the way it was, it's like, yeah, that's how I would expect Gintama to end. And by the way, in the case of Gintama, before I forget, Gintama at one point, after a while, like switched to its own app. And if Black Clover has to do that, I would be completely okay with it. I don't understand why Black Clover just not doing that either. That'd be sick. I'm going to finish this part and then finish the rest of this letter. And then I'm going to mention something that is happening, a trend that's actually happening that I've noticed. And I think it's very interesting because Tabata is not the only one that has been adjusting their schedule to prioritize their family. While this may be a bit of your patience, I will definitely power up in the upcoming winter issue of Giga, so I would be grateful if you could keep an eye on Asta and everyone else's future. Thank you very much for your continued support. Okay, so first off, I want to add one more thing. Okay, I'll save that for after, because I know people will want this. So first of all, I do want to read the final comment, his final author comment, which says, "Farewell, Happy Hell. I've been greatly indebted to everyone for your help. Thank you very much." In regards to the Happy Hell, it just makes me think of me and Roboco when me and Roboco has the chapters on Jump's editorial department. And they talk about like how the editorial department is like a war zone, and there's like labor camps underneath or not camps, labor mines underneath the Shueisha building in the basements. Underneath the basement in the Shueisha building. Like seriously, I'm more and more convinced that is the case. Seriously, I'm starting to believe it more and more. Okay, now let me get to the trend that is starting to happen amongst mangaka. Something that Tokyo Underworld's mangaka Sakaki, who I interviewed, I love her, she's so sweet, told me is that prior to serialization, Tokyo Underworld's a weekly serialization. Prior to weekly serialization, which she's stressed, because I asked her this, because a lot of the mangaka outside of like say Amano, who is the mangaka of Hitman Reborn and Ranma no Hashi, are starting to do bi-weekly serializations. And I asked her, to spend time with her family, because she is a wife and mother, if she thought about going bi-weekly. And she said, no, I dreamed of doing a weekly serialization, and I was going to do it no matter what. So I delayed my debut, and I made sure I had my schedule set, and so I can work on my serialization and make the deadlines and spend time with my family. And I was damn impressed that she said that. So there's that, and then there's what Yosuke Kanata said. The mangaka of Boarding School Juliet and The Black Cat and the Witch Classroom, which I cover both series. And I cover Tokyo Underworld as well, obviously. For Boarding School Juliet, that was a weekly series. And prior to serializing The Black Cat and the Witch Classroom, he put out a tweet saying after the first 3 chapters, he was going to go bi-weekly. And the reason being for that is because he said this time around he wanted to spend more time with this family. And I think it was him that pointed out that he noticed a lot. I think he was the one that said, if I remember correctly, that more mangaka were doing this. And I thought that was great. I really do like that more mangaka are starting to prioritize their families, that they want to spend more time with their families. I'm very, very happy to see that, and especially and seeing Tabata say this too, especially after what his family has gone through recently. I think that's very important. It is. But anyway, there's one other thing I believe I need to go through here, and that is what's going on in terms of the climax. Because people are freaking out saying Black Clover is going to end once it goes to Giga Jump and all that. First of all, the same shit happened with Gintama. People were saying Gintama was going to end. Now, this isn't Shokugeki no Soma Le Dessert, which I'm still pissed about. Because I understand why it happened with Food Wars, even though you could have just gotten another. I don't understand. I don't remember if they said they didn't want any other consultant or what, but you could have just waited for her to have her baby and then come back. I didn't understand that. Oh, that pissed me off, because for Shokugeki no Soma, we were supposed to get a world tour arc. We did it. Ugh. Anyways, but that's why Shokugeki no Soma ended, abruptly ended with Le Dessert the way it did. But no, we're not. That's not the case with Black Clover, because of course. And by the way, shout out to Night Baron for translating the letter and for pointing this out in regards to the ad, which says climax of the final arc refers to the Ultimate Wizard King final arc introduced in chapter 331. So we don't know how long is left of Black Clover. And climax has been used previously by editors, and it does not necessarily mean final chapter. Which, yes, this is true. We've seen this many times. Again, with Gintama and other various series. And I think we've even seen it with Black Clover as well. And based on Tabata's letter, which, I just read, Tabata is not going to rush this. Nope. Tabata confirmed this ain't ending anytime soon. I feel like how this is going to be just like Gintama. I really do. But unlike, because of not meeting deadlines, this is going to be because of, spending time with his family. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Black Clover. And I feel something I'm very curious about in terms of what you guys think is, do you guys think that if this does go the path of Gintama, I don't think, Tabata not going to troll us like Sorachi though, but if it does go the path of Gintama minus the trolling, do you guys think at some point, just like Gintama, Black Clover will have its own app and finish up in like a Black Clover official app? That would be very interesting. I would love to see that. Oh God, I would love to see it. Please do that. If Black Clover is not done, like, after a certain point in Jump Giga, or / Giga Jump, do what Gintama did and just make an app. I would not mind that at all, because Tabata is stressing, I want to finish the story on my terms. That's what Sorachi wanted to do too. He wanted to finish everything on his terms as well. And if that means making an official Black Clover app, do it. Hell, Hajime no Ippo has its own library. Well, Hajime no Ippo is just everything, though. Oh, I love Hajime no Ippo. It is, if you take, I really strongly recommend taking the Hajime no Ippo challenge, by the way. But that's what is going on with Black Clover. Black Clover is not going to end anytime soon. It is not. But I'm very curious what you guys think of Tabata transferring to Giga Jump for his family's sake, especially with after everything his family's been through this year. What do you think about him wanting to finish, similar to Sorachi, finishing on his own terms? God, I love Sorachi. Sorachi better come out with a new series soon. And what do you think about what was the other thing I was going to say? And what do you think about it? What he was saying about talking? It took like a few months talking with the editors to make the transfer to Giga. And what do you think about him going to Giga and not something like Jump SQ? I think that's so weird that he's not going to get to Jump SQ. It still blows my mind. But we'll have to. The other thing I do want to point out before I forget in regards to that is Jump S. In the case of D. Grayman, the page count does vary, but I think because this isn't a personal health issue, we'll definitely be getting more pages compared to D. Grayman. And like I covered with Boruto, having the extra months, it's going to be so beneficial. I think it's going to be more beneficial for Tabata to go quarterly in terms of quality of writing and art than to be weekly. Oh, for sure. For those that are whining and bitching, they will shut up the moment they see the next chapter. Mark my words. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Black Clover content. A few ways you can do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That is in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.